When people hear Honda Accord, most will think about a safe, reliable, and can't go wrong midsize sedan, which is all true, with it being an always strong package in its class, commonly talked about with the Toyota Camry and Nissan Altima. But what's one thing that doesn't come to mind when it comes to Accords? Well, it's that it can be quite a bit of fun, especially when it's spec'd out like this one here, a 2.0T Sport with a manual transmission. To liven up the 10th generation Accord sheet metal that originally debuted for 2018, the Sport models get minor additions including a deck-lit spoiler, chrome exhaust outlets, and rides on bigger 19-inch wheels with black spoke insets, while Sport pedals are added inside. None of the changes are earth-shattering, but do give the Accord's already sportier appearance a smidge more attitude that looks particularly sharp in this still night pearl paint job. Being the competitive midsizer that it is, the Accord's interior hits all the right notes. It's roomy, with lots of head and leg room in both front and back for adults. Seats are comfortable and supportive. There's not a cheap-looking surface anywhere. It's quiet from wind and road noise, and there's a giant 16.7 cubic feet trunk. It's also got a strong technology hand, with infotainment quarterbacked by a display audio system with an 8-inch touchscreen that's responsive to inputs to control an 8-speaker audio system, satellite radio, and Bluetooth. Screen layouts are intuitive to work through, with functionality further simplified with hard buttons to pull up common menus and knobs for both volume and tuning. If you prefer to hand infotainment over to your smartphone, you're covered because Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard too. There's no skimping on safety tech either, with every Accord coming standard with a multi-view rear-view camera, traffic sign recognition, and the Honda Sensing suite of technologies that includes adaptive cruise, forward collision warning with automatic braking, and lane departure warning with lane keep assist. All work as advertised, with collision and lane departure warning only going off when they should. Getting back to the fun part of this Accord Sport begins with what's under the hood. No, it's not the adequate base 1.5-liter turbocharged 4, but the burlier 2-liter Turbo 4, which is a derivative of the engine in the Civic Type R, and that's pretty cool. In the Accord, it makes 252 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque, the latter being available between 1,500 and 4,000 RPMs. And it works with a 6-speed manual transmission, which is certainly music to a car enthusiast's ears. The drivetrain pairing is wonderful. When driving around normally, it's quiet and gets going from stops with no lag issues. As for the 6-speed gearbox, operation is butter with how smooth it goes into gears, and the light clutch is easy to operate. EPA fuel economy figures are passable, 22 miles per gallon in the city and 32 miles per gallon on the highway with the manual transmission or the available 10-speed automatic. During a week of mixed driving, I observed 27 miles per gallon, which is one better than the EPA's 26 mile per gallon combined figure. And that's impressive considering my lead-footed ways. When you put the spurs to it, this thing does get going. There's healthy pull throughout the rev range and feels especially happy as attack approaches the 6,800 RPM redline. One thing that I wish was a little bit better about the engine is throttle response. It's not bad, just slightly muted and noticeable when rev matching. I know it's not a race car, but a family sedan, but it's still on my wish list. To sharpen reflexes, the Sport gets the aforementioned 19-inch wheels wrapped with Goodyear tires, stiffer springs, and thicker anti-roll bars to help the Accord confidently stick through gradual and sharp curves. Steering has some weight to it, though it could use some more, is responsive to inputs, and the brakes are strong to get matters slowed, adding to the fun factor. The good news here is that the uprated chassis components don't take a lot away from ride quality. Bumps are still smoothed out, and comfort is just fine for daily driving. The 2020 Honda Accord 2.0T starts at about $32,000. In my mind, that's more than reasonable for a midsize sedan that offers a whole lot, like attractive looks, comfort, utility, tech, and is engaging behind the wheel. The only car that outfoxes this in the fun-to-drive department is the Mazda 6, but sadly, that's no longer available with the manual transmission. So if you're a 3-pedal fan shopping this class, you're gonna have to go to the Honda dealer and get yourselves one of these. And that's not a bad thing at all.